Nashville.
Prepare for launch in 3, 2, 1.
Have you really lost your phone?
Yeah, it's either in my car or up my. If it was up my ass, I'd know it.
Well,
as they say.
you're probably, that's what you're waiting for. You're wanting me to call you because you have it on vibrate. It's not going to even ring. You're going to be like, I can't find it.
Oh my God.
Still missing. Just keep calling and maybe we'll find it.
That's so hot. That
Yeah,
sounds.
that's
really
what you
hot.
want. Do you hear her? Listen, this is your doings. You're in here for one reason and one reason only, because
Evan fucking loves
Evan
you.
has a soft spot in his heart for your condition. That doesn't mean I don't care about you, because I love you. I love you.
All right.
You found it?
Yeah.
Boom. That's what's up. Oh! No, no. No, 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 no.
Touched in the head. Yeah.
Wow, we're really good.
Yeah.
Why are we wasting our times with our day jobs?
I don't know,
We could just
man.
sing.
We should just get
Let's
rich
just-
doing karaoke.
Yeah, we should just stop doing podcasts and stand behind the brand name and be like, all right, guys, it's another week of us singing into the microphones for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, with no music in the background. We'll just
Yeah.
sing a cappella.
Yeah. Nashville Nude Karaoke Show. All right. Speaking of which,
Ah!
welcome to the Nashville Nude Karaoke Show.
Oh my God!
It's-
Is this your first time? Is this your first time
oh
listening?
my God, you're fucking doomed.
Episode number 6. There's 5 other ones you can listen to on your ride to that job that you
No, I
hate.
really thought episode
I'm just
5
playing.
was an
If you love your
accomplishment.
job, good for you. That's awesome. 'Cause that's what life is about. Finding that thing.
Yeah.
That thing that fuels your fire. Fire.
Fire.
Fire.
I watched some
Funny
Fire
word.
last night. It was
Road.
pretty. I wanted to put stuff in it
Yeah.
and burn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't.
Good for you.
Well, no. I think I should have.
It's Halloween. It's like a night that it's okay to do things like that.
What, set
It's like,
shit on fire?
someone set shit on fire. Well, it's Halloween. You know, whatever.
Plus, everybody there I really liked. It was a nice party, so I didn't want to push
No,
anybody
no, no.
into the fire.
Well, yeah, and it's frowned upon to set a house on fire that people are.
Or not a house, just people.
Oh, I went overboard.
The fire was in the
I
yard.
went- I was like,
you're, trying to barricade the windows
burn
and burn people alive.
communities.
These people
It's
were nice.
Halloween.
Yeah. It's,
Do what you do.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I
Well,
think some of them might have actually liked the show, too.
yeah, good. Yeah. Hey, encourage your friends and family to listen to the show. It's good stuff.
Yeah, just
Well,
grab their
I feel
phones.
biased.
Grab their phones and subscribe for them. That's what I did
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah. And here comes the fancies.
Yeah.
Here comes the
Oh, the
fancies.
fancies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nashville News Karaoke
Like, share,
Show.
subscribe.
Oh, man, HB coming at you with Buckethead. Ones and twos. Yeah, on a serious note, though, because I got to bring it back. I always got to reel myself back in. Like, share, and comment.
Yeah, like, share, comment.
Yeah.
We, get involved, as
Yeah.
Chase would say. Or just
Get
fucking
involved. Yeah.
asshole.
Leave us comments. We've had some people sending messages.
Leave us comments for crying out loud.
There went your. Wow. I don't know how to come back from that. And that was like all of the week's frustrations just barricaded
Oh,
into
not
a
even
statement.
close. I'm just waiting. Let's fucking do this.
That's hilarious. Yeah, guys, welcome to the show, Nashville Nude Karaoke Show, Chronicles of Closet Conversations. Welcome back to us. Got a new list. Let's say list. We got a new jar of things to discuss that were given to us. And at the very end, we got a little something else that someone said we should do. So
Would you rather?
yeah, I want you to know that we are listening. Whenever you give us these suggestions, we're paying attention.
Yeah, so do it more often.
Yeah.
Not to those of you who already have, but if there's
Right.
anybody who listening who hasn't left a suggestion, I'm very upset with you.
Yeah.
Just dig deep within
I'm
your
gonna
heart
send
and
you
say,
a nasty
I want to hear
email."
you talk about pencils, and somehow we'll get to dicks.
Pencils and penises. See? It was going to go there
Yeah.
anyway.
Number 2 pencils. Oh, yeah. Number 2.
Do you like the mechanical pencils or the ones you still have to sharpen? That's a good question, Cindy. Thanks for commenting.
Yeah. We'll be more than happy to discuss your topic here on the Nashville News Karaoke Show. We've already done the Chase Fancies social.
Yeah,
Go ahead
absolutely.
and
So,
start. The theme song has played.
Yeah.
We are indeed touched in the
Text
head.
in the head. All right, we've got our jar of comments from the things that were given to us this past week. Hope everyone had a fun Halloween weekend. Let's go into that first. Halloween, did you do anything exciting, Evan? Anything noteworthy?
No, I thought about pushing people into a fire, but I liked them all.
Oh, so that was it.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't have done it if I didn't like him, but I would have fantasized about doing it. And then I had a really interesting
I would have
conversation.
fantasized about doing it. So what did you do for Halloween? I sat at home and fantasized about pushing people in the fires.
Yeah.
Wow, you had a productive night. Good for you.
I did. I even tested a little, but I couldn't
That's
get
better
hard.
than Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Sit
You
around.
don't even have Netflix, do you?
Wow. $10 a month. Grow up. You've got this.
Yeah.
Be an adult, get Netflix. It's the right thing to do.
Absolutely. What did you do for Halloween?
What did I do? You know what, guys? I was kind of in a dilemma, and I'll share the story. I shared it with you earlier. I'm that type of person that when Halloween comes around, I can't decide of like, I want to do something funny and something out there, or do I want to do something like serious and really try to dress up and have that outstanding costume. And I always resort to funny. And I was telling my friend this year, I was like, this year is going to be different. I'm going to be strong, confident, and sexy. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to make people lust for me. And I was like, the one time a year I could be a little slut and people are going to love me. So I tell my friend that. I was like, I just want to go out and I want to be hot. I want to be hot this year. And went around to a bunch of Halloween shops and was going a bunch of different stuff. And naturally, because of the weird, twisted person I was, I kept being attracted to the women's section where all the dresses and stuff were. Because I kept thinking, that would be funny. And I'll just go to the plus-size women's. Nothing against y'all. I'm a guy, so it's hard to fit into your stuff.
Yeah.
And there, it was that or... Top Gun. I was going to go Top Gun jumpsuit. And I even went as far as trying it on and opened the little curtain. My buddy's like, yeah, that's right, buddy. You've got it. And
You'll get some
yeah,
bitches.
yeah. You're going to get those. Choked in my own air. You're going to get those girls. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want. Then I looked in the mirror and I was like, I feel like a total douche. And then I put the jumpsuit back and I got a dress. So last night I went as one of those German
Beer winches.
Yeah, when it was like a beer winch. I had a really short dress, and I went out, and I had the time of my life. There wasn't anyone else dressed as a chick, and
And then he posted a picture on Facebook this morning, and
Yeah.
I got a boner.
yeah, he jerked off to it. So
did.
I pleased lots of people in different categories. So that was nice. I had a great time last night, and I always resort to that type of stuff, and that's fun for me. So, Halloween is a success for me. Hope everyone had a good time. And now, enough about us. Let's go to this mustache. Let's go to this mustache jar. All right, yeah, that's the one. Pull it out.
Oh, shit. Scraping
my
my
gosh,
head
I
on
can't edit
stuff.
that out.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's in
You're
there.
gonna have to fucking learn how to do it.
No, you can learn how to do it.
All right.
I'm over it. All right, what's the first one? What do we got?
Depression.
Whoa. And
It'll be fun. We can also talk about social anxiety disorder, borderline personality disorder, bipolar disorder,
Oh!
schizophrenia disorder. Because I'm such a professional in all of those made-up concoctions.
All right, what's the next topic?
Let's see here.
Yeah, keep drawing. What's next? Can you hear the cat?
Trans.
Trends?
Trans.
Trans.
Like transsexuals.
Oh, you have to be more
transgenders.
specific. I've got to
I don't think they were. They just said
trans.
Yeah.
And you knew.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Transformers? Transitions?
No, I knew
You're
what
like,
they
no,
were at, man.
trannies, bruh.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, man.
And
Fucking awesome.
is are we gonna pull out anything else? Or are we gonna go with the last suggestion? We had a listener that said, "Hey, it'd be really funny if you ended your show or just added it into your show with what would you rather do? What would you? Is that how do you say it? Is that the name of?
Would you rather?
Would you rather? Thank you.
Yeah. But there's one more topic.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
No. Okay, so we got depression. We have trans. Woo! Trannies.
Trannies.
And Kanye West. And then we'll end the session with Would You Rather. Awesome.
Yeah.
So good stuff, guys. Keep that stuff coming. And let's get this party started with depression.
What do you know about depression?
Chase
Chase is such a happy gentleman. He doesn't know anything.
I'm the
about
guy that
depression.
like skips down the street and with the sun shining and the birds are flying. Everyone's like, that guy's a happy guy. Then I go home and cry myself to sleep.
Yeah.
That's depression.
I don't hide it. I go out on the street and there is the dark, ominous cloud that follows me around
Yeah, and
all
you're curled
day.
up on the sidewalk.
Just
Like, that
shitting
guy's
sadness
sad.
all over me.
That guy's a sad guy.
Yeah, well, no, they normally think I'm angry, but really,
Right.
when I look really angry and intimidating, I'm just in desperate need of a fucking hug. But yeah,
That would fix it.
yeah,
Dude, hugs fix a lot.
yeah.
Have you ever had a day where everything is going wrong and someone's like, Let's hug it out, man.
Yeah, no,
it makes you feel better.
Yeah, this one girl, I was working at this diner in Texas, and I was doing a lot of crystal meth, and I was very upset and sad. And
that is hug-worthy.
The lady broke my heart, a few months earlier.
Yeah.
So I just go in there growling and sweating every day. Like, it was like 2 a.m, and this nice...
Do you want the usual waffles?
Yeah, well, these nerdy college girls would come in, these little nerds, and they sat down, and one day they brought me over and hugged me and told me I should smile more, and then I did.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Somebody just took the time to reach out to you. That's huge, man.
Yeah, it's really hard to smile on meth.
I can
No,
I can imagine.
You can't imagine.
I don't even know how I would relate to that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, depression's a funny thing, but
I think everyone goes through it at some point in their life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's undeniable.
although sometimes I wonder when it is crippling, when you're forced to go on meds because of it or not, and
Right.
I wonder how many people sit back and really look at their lives and go, "Oh, is it crippling because you can't go to work? Maybe work has something to do with it." Just a thought. Is it crippling because you can't stand being around your family? Just a thought.
Yeah, no.
Why
those are
is it
big things.
crippling? Is it just random, or I mean, I really think
No,
people should look at these things more. You know what I mean?
Now, I will say that I think, of course, that I never find the right words, but like there could be like a chemical imbalance in your body to where you need to be medicated if that's something that you suffer with. However, I will go back to, I think the main thing is like you said, that sometimes people, they just don't address it head on. But I really do believe that happiness is a choice. And
No, so do I.
I do, man. You've got to be willing to be the person that takes the step into recognizing the things that are in your life that make you not happy. What are those things that are bringing you down? And then also make the steps to move forward to correct those things. I mean, you've got to be the one to take initiative. And if you've got something in your life that's bringing you down to that level, I mean, it's not going to change. If you don't change those circumstances or you don't gain better perspective, then you're going to be stuck like that, man. And that is sad. Like that you would continue to endure that when you are more than capable of trying to step up and make the change. And that's different. And I know circumstances are different for different people, and you don't know, someone's struggle or what they're going through, and you can say I understand, but it's not true. You can't possibly understand if you've ever been through that.
I also do say, like, while you are depressed, you should sure as hell embrace it, man, because it can be fun.
Go on.
I don't mean like Monopoly. Well, if you find
Whee! I'm depressed again. This is great.
hell yeah, you do not pass go. Well, whatever.
Hey, it's growth, though. I'll say that.
Nah, use it to your advantage,
Yeah.
man. Where do you think all the good music comes from? Where do you think all the fucking poetry that really moves you comes from? If it comes from people having a bad day, I know I'm at my creative best when I'm at my absolute worst. And the key is to channel it, because when you're at your absolute worst, you just want to sit there and fucking roll around in your misery.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a really disciplined level of depression, though.
Well,
if you
I've
can be
been-
at a level to where you're like, I'm really sad, but I'm going to use this to my advantage, opposed to laying around all day and not doing shit. Like that's
Well,
a very serious
to the
level.
point, and I tell you this from experience this morning. It gets to the point where
I woke up like this.
I did.
Up
It
like
was
this.
terrible. I could read you the fucking journal entry, and it gets to the point where it begins to physically hurt you. And I just got up and started writing and writing and writing. And I started a weird.
Yeah,
short
put it on
story.
paper, man.
Well, I wasn't trying to describe my feelings. I mean, I do that a lot, but I more or less was trying to channel everything I was depressed about towards something. Use it to your advantage. Don't waste it. Depression is a beautiful thing.
It's
And I tell you that, I'm on fucking meds. I've been diagnosed as clinically depressed.
Right.
Okay, I'm there. So I'm not. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
you're
Oh,
like,
believe
yeah,
me. I do. I just want you. I don't want you to do shit. But I find it's better when I put it to good use.
Yeah.
Because I was in the position where Chase was talking about, where you're just sitting there like every day. I was waking
Yeah,
up in my
that
own urine,
sucks.
and that was sad.
Yeah, it sounds sad.
Well,
I woke up like that drunk once, but that's different. That's not depression.
Well, no, that was it. I was woken up hungover. The saddest part was when it no longer bothered me.
Oh yeah,
I wake up in my own piss
That's a level of like
every
whatever.
morning, and just like I was brushing my teeth, I just changed my shorts.
Wow.
No embarrassment.
And
Just
another
like,
day.
pissed
Gonna
myself.
do some laundry.
Boom.
And I'll just keep buying yellow sheets so it doesn't stain the white ones.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
had this futon. It smelled so bad.
I can
man.
imagine.
And this poor
I'd hate hate staying the night at your house. You're making me sleep on it again.
This girl came by and she like just moved into the neighborhood, man, and she's like, "Hey, I'm just moving in. I saw you were like maybe moving out. I heard you got evicted." I forget what her fucking reasoning was, but she's like, "Do you have anything that I could maybe? Are you going to throw anything away?" I was like. And I was going to throw everything away.
Yeah, probably. Need to burn that place down on Halloween.
She saw the futon, and this futon was like encrusted with like a little bit, like one night's worth of semen when I had like that little bit of luck, and then otherwise just like booze sweat, meth sweat, urine, and tragedy.
Tragedy sweat.
Yeah, I mean the thing was hard. Like that. I mean a lot of
that's what she said.
A lot of futon. Shut up.
I had to get it in there.
It's okay.
Someone out there's going to appreciate that.
A lot of futons are a little stiff, perhaps. But this thing was actually like hard. Like all the shit from the urine and the sweat
felt like laying on a park bench.
Yeah. So and she was just like, I can fix it. I was like, it's really bad, lady. And I didn't have the nerve to tell like I peed on it. I was just like, just go away.
But
like,
I think she
don't
knew.
Want this fucking. No, she didn't. She went away let down. She was like convinced that she could fix it, and I was like,
well, that's an optimistic attitude. Good for her.
Yeah, but I mean, she seemed so cool. I just didn't want her sleeping in my piss. Now, I mean, that was probably why, because at some point, people show up at your door, and you're just like, it would be fucking funny if you slept in my piss. Like, imagine if someone showed up at your door with like a summons, and you could convince them to take your
me to stay over. What the hell?
Like, you've been summoned or you've been served, and then you'd be like, you need to come sleep.
You should take a nap. Yeah. You should come in here and take a nap. You look tired. Now I've got it all laid out for you, man.
Yeah.
Come on in here. Yeah, just lay down.
I wonder whatever happened to that food.
Why are you snapping my picture? Because this is great. Things just got weird. I don't want to nap here anymore. Well, you're already weird for accepting the invitation. Mm-hmm. Depression is sad, man. But you know what? Just once again, Chase getting on his little optimistic kick.
Oh, God.
I know. I've got to, man.
I'm going to start calling these the Chase pleasantries.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have no shame. Like, I think everyone goes through those points in their life, and depression is an indication that there's something in your life that you probably need to change. And whether that's habits or surrounding yourself with different people, I don't know what that is to you, but depression is like a bottom point that you reach where you're like, okay, I'm here at the bottom. What is causing this in my life? But you've got to be willing to take the steps. Bang! You're ruining it.
No, she's not.
God!
The cat's in heat. She's in heat.
Anyways, long story short, you've got to recognize it. Like Evan said, in a different sense, you've got to harness it and you've got to move forward and make that change for yourself so you can live a happier life, because life is too short to be sitting around, be miserable all the time, because when you're miserable and sad, you're bringing everybody else down too.
Oh,
it is
sorry.
It is a trickle. It is, man. It's a trickle effect, Wow. Now I know she can do flips. Great job. All right, so my cat.
Should we get her
my
out of
cat.
She's in heat.
She's in heat.
She needs to get fucked.
Yeah, and Evan is so excited about it. He's like, let's keep her in the room.
Well, she's usually very skittish, and she doesn't give me the warmth I need. And when she's in
you can do anything to her. I can make her an acrobat right now. I get tired of the ceiling fan, and she'd just be like, this is my life. Like,
wonderful.
No shame.
Touch me again.
Or she backs her ass up on everything. My gosh, it's like a weird Chris Brown song. She's all about it, man.
Yeah.
Stop. See, I feel like she's preparing me. Like, sometimes if you, to the listening audience, for you Christians out there, don't pray for patience. Because when you pray for anything, God is going to give you an opportunity to be said thing. I prayed for patience, and then I got this cat. This is a trying time. Thank you. She's out. See, I can. One day, my kid is going to be screaming. If God sees it, then I should reproduce, which is a weird day for anybody. My kid is going to be screaming, and I'm going to be like, "It's okay, young one. What have you done today? What have you done to just discipline yourself?" Like, I had a cat that was in the heat many, many months. And now I'm here. Patience.
Just don't do what that guy did today at the coffee shop. We were at this coffee shop.
Oh my God, that was so
Chase
sad.
is putting cream in his coffee. This guy walks up, and he's like an ordinary guy with two kids. And he's like, stop following me. Leave me alone.
Two little sweet boys. And they just want to follow
they weren't being insane. They were just like, and then he like turned around. He's like, yeah, you're following me everywhere.
You're in my
Stop
bubble.
it. And it's just like, Why the fuck did you have them?
They didn't even say anything. It was like they were just his biggest fans. They're like, Dad's going to the coffee station.
Yeah.
Let's go with Dad. What an inconvenience.
So yeah, just remember that. And for those of you who've heard your father say that, I'm really sorry. But it's really good to put it aside for those days when I'm like, man, my dad really fucked me up. But you know what? He never told me to leave him alone and stop following him.
So bad. And I was telling Evan, I was like, those kids are gonna remember that.
Yeah, they
You
will.
say that crap to those kids, and you're like, they're little and they won't remember. I remember lots. I remember crap that I never dreamed I would remember at such a young age. They will remember things that you would have never thought they would have just instilled in their tiny little brains or just stored in a little pocket, and it just went with them into adulthood. So
Yeah, and then they'll be sitting
Be
in a
mindful.
coffee shop at some point when they're like 31 years old, and they'll hear some other jerk off dad be like, "Leave me alone," and their little
It'll
brain,
trigger.
their little brain will snap, and they'll just grab the motherfucker and start beating his face. And, fuck you, daddy! I hate you.
this is what you did to me. Who am I?
Yeah, and then he's probably gonna go to jail for that. So fucking don't ever tell your kids to leave you
It's
alone.
your fault. He's in jail.
Yeah.
Bail him out. It's your fault.
Yeah. But what the fuck do I know? I'm not a father. Trannies.
I'm not a father of a trainee. I probably will
Although
be.
if I was a father of a trannie, I'd
It'd be my
fucking
punishment for my weird
thrilled.
sense of humor. My kid is going to grow up and be a trainee.
Punishment? Why,
Yeah.
why would it be punishment?
Because it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to like readjust my entire life to like learn the trainee ways.
Yeah, but trannies need. But I mean, if you could do that, and
Okay, listen.
that's why I would. I
I
wouldn't
feel like
care.
since it was addressed, I have nothing against trainees. I'm
not saying
I am
you
the
do.
weirdest person in the world. I accept everything. I have a very strict come as you are policy. Now, am I going to be in training? Absolutely not. But if that's what you want, that's your prerogative.
But
I
people-
don't care.
people
so
who
I
deal
will, I
with
will
those-
apologize for the punishment. Comment. You're right. That was out of line. And that was poor character on my part.
People who deal with those proclivities need loving parents who are going to go, you don't want to be a man, but you're a boy, but you want to be a woman? Word! Let's go buy you
My
a
little
dress.
Peter Pan. What's
Yeah.
up? What's up?
I mean, those things don't usually arise until, puberty or whatever, but the main thing is to
I think I would be a good
make
parent.
sure
for
that your fucking kid doesn't feel like a freak, at least at home, because there's plenty of fucking people out there, no matter what the kid is,
Right.
that'll make him feel like a freak. He's into, like, playing solitaire with an actual deck of cards. You fucking freak, you can do that on your iPhone, you fucking porn extra little bitch. I'm sorry, I had a rough childhood.
What? What triggered that? Solitaire with cards? You could do that on your phone. For shame. Why would you shame somebody for playing an actual game instead of doing it on their phone?
Dude, how much shit have you heard people shame other people for when there's like, there's an app for that, right, you little bitch?
I don't
It's
know.
like,
I
maybe
guess I
I'd
just
like to
filter it
find
out.
my way. Like today when I picked you up.
All right.
So we went there, right? And I dropped you off, and then I found my way back easily, but then I was like, shit, I don't remember how to get back. But you know what I did?
What?
I didn't use my phone. I used my little brain.
Man.
I used my little brain, and I made it all the way back to the parking spot.
Good for
Right
you.
when I dropped you off.
Good for you,
and then
man.
I parked, and I went in and had some chili, and I was like, fuck you, world.
I mean, we depend so much on technology. It was a few weekends back when I did one of my last DJ gigs. About a quarter mile outside of Jackson to Memphis, my phone completely crashed, and I had plugged in the address to the phone to get to this venue, and I literally had to turn around and go back to Jackson to grab a friend and be like, hey, you've got to come with me because we've got to put this damn address in your phone so I can make it there. Because I wouldn't have made it, man. I would not have made it to this
see
place.
you getting all sweaty in your car.
No,
like,
but
oh, fuck.
but I didn't want to risk it either because like I don't like to mess with chance, especially when
Well,
you're,
and
when
that
you're
was-
DJing a wedding. I was like, I've got to be there.
Well, that's employment.
Right,
If I
yeah.
have to go to a certain work event, I use my phone.
I had to make sure that I was going to be there.
But when it's a freaking Sunday and you got all day, you go ahead. Well, test your sense of direction every once in a while and realize what a fucking slave you are.
Yeah, it's sickening. It sucks. We depend a lot on technology. But we strayed away from trainees.
Yeah, we did. Trannies.
Yeah. Trannies.
Trannies actually depend a lot on technology.
Go on.
Imagine like in 1900 when someone was was like, I need to have a sex change. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Tuck it in, bro. Tuck it in and look in the mirror. That's as close as you're getting. I do that already. It's not enough.
Yeah, shit, we've done that here.
I think every guy goes. I don't say goes through that. Every guy's done it.
We've already
if you
talked
haven't
about
done
that.
it, yeah, I challenge you.
Yeah.
Go to the mirror, tuck it back, and just smile and do a weird dance. Don't turn around though, then it gets weird.
Yeah.
Then you gotta see it in the back and like, oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward. Just do it from the front. Play a song. Play a Britney Spears song. Yes.
Absolutely. I had a friend who used to dress up like...
I'm not that innocent.
Dress up like Christina Aguilera. He's just a little gay dude. Fun little fella.
He
And
sounds delightful.
No, he was. He put a little lip gloss on, and he dressed up as a chocolate chip cookie one time for Halloween, actually. But he'd normally do it in drag, and he'd dress up as Christina Aguilera, as he would call her. And he had this picture up on the wall in the workroom. I worked with him, and I took it home once and left it on the coffee table. And my girlfriend came home and got very jealous. She's like, who the fuck is she?
and jelly.
I was like, who is she? That is Tom.
That is Tom.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. It was fun. Anyway, yeah,
So
trannies.
jealous. Hey, honestly, whenever I came to Nashville, one of my first times in Nashville, I met up with some friends. I doubt they'll listen to the podcast, but regardless, I met up with some friends, and they're like, "We're taking you to a special place," and I'm like, "I love special places." They took me to play. One of my first times in Nashville, they took me to play, and I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the best times of my life. And they had a drag show at play, and it was awesome. It was so great. Everyone is so supportive surrounding the stage. Everyone came out with different acts. Like, it was so theatrical. It was hilarious. It was so much fun. I mean, and that was just them being themselves. It was a great time.
You know who's done a drag show?
Who's done a drag show?
I probably shouldn't say it on that, but you know him. He's on a cake. Well, never mind.
On a cake?
I'll tell you later. But I was thoroughly impressed that he had done a drag show. I mean, he's not ashamed of it. I'm sure he wouldn't be ashamed of me mentioning it, but I just don't feel like fucking.
But is drag? I don't know. Is drag shows for everybody? Do you have to be a tranny or gay to?
No, absolutely not. No.
Or is that basically what you just said, like a womanless beauty pageant type situation?
Yeah. Yeah, you just dress up as a woman. But I mean, trannies, I guess, stretch to a different where they don't feel like
I do that for
stranger
Halloween.
in their body. Yeah, so do I. But I love trannies, man. I think that people who have sex changes or whatever, you're just like, you know what, I'm not comfortable like this, and the majority of the world currently thinks I'm fucking weird, but fuck them.
Yeah,
I love it.
It is what it is.
It always excites me when I see an obvious one. I'm like, yeah, go, hell yeah.
I see the bulls. I support you.
They make me feel repressed, and not that I want to do that, but there's a lot of things I want to do where I'm like, oh, what do people think of me? Well, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Would you rather?
Yeah, well,
be
that goes
happy?
back to the depression, man. Life's too short. You've got to do the things you love, whatever that is to you. Hopefully, it's not like killing a bunch of people, because that would be awkward.
Yeah, and a friend of mine brought up a good point. I was like, because it was on one of the other podcasts, she listened to it, and she was like, what about pedophiles? When we were talking about like, don't always try to be yourself, and I, don't ever don't run from
That's
yourself.
when it becomes a hard topic.
Well, and she said that, and I was like, well, I mean,
yeah, I know. How do you address that?
well, I say I'd rather them be obvious so we could catch them.
Yeah, but that's once again. That's I want you to no. That's tough, man, because that's when it, like you said, it makes me feel awkward just talking about it. Like, how do you do what you love? Well, this is what I love. Yeah, but that's not right. No.
Well, if you're more open about it, then we can just put you where you need to be.
Yeah, if you love it, it's okay, but you're gonna have to love it in your mind and love it from behind bars.
Well, then we can also stretch back to like existentialism, where it's like there's no real moral code. There's no God or anything, and not really. But you're very alone in the universe.
Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want, but you also need to be fully aware of the consequences.
Well, the thing is you can believe that all the hell that you want to, but you live in a country that has laws.
Exactly.
And boundaries and guidelines.
Well, that's
and
the thing.
There's
the
things
thing
that
about
are frowned upon. You can do criminal acts and in your head not be nothing.
That's what I'm
You'll
saying.
go to jail with people who've done things that are probably far worse than what you've had and get your ass kicked every day until they ultimately kill you because of how we view things in our society.
That's what I'm saying. But the whole premise of that is the consequences that you have to deal with. Like, there's nothing, since there's no real belief of anything higher, there's nothing that's going to get you out of your actions.
I
You
know.
have to deal with your consequences. You can't repent.
It makes
If you do something very wrong, that's
have to
wrong
take
in this
the high road.
society, you are fucked.
I mean, you can have any type of viewpoint in the entire world, and there's always going to be that weird 15 to 25% that someone can question you about it,
Yeah.
and you'd be like, I don't want to acknowledge that because it goes back to, like you just said, like, I want to support everybody, and whatever your dream is or whatever makes you happy, I'm like, do it. You're your own rainbow. And it's like, well,
like,
like
no.
kids, no, no, give me your rainbow.
It was
You
like,
don't deserve it.
Is that what you want to do? Cool. We have a cell right over here for you.
You're not
We're
going to
just
get to
put
do
you
it.
in there.
because,
It's
yeah,
a good library.
there you go.
You know, you can learn some things.
Your
and-
cellmate's bigger than you. Good
Yeah,
luck.
eventually you'll die.
Yeah, see, that just makes it weird.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I mean, what can you do, right? That's just life.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But even then, even on that note, I'll still support. Be yourself. Be yourself. I support you in all of your endeavors. So good for you.
And most of them.
Yeah. If I don't support you, I'll just smile and
Yeah.
good for you.
If you like to smear shit on your face, cool, man.
Let
But
me
if
take you to my friend. He's a cop.
I guess you know what? I guess it's more or less like be yourself, don't run from yourself. Unless it's like, it's your meat, it's your body. You can do whatever you want with it. Fuck what the world thinks. It's
Right.
when you start negatively affecting other people, that's when you go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean?
basically, it's what. Yeah, it is.
So sorry, I know I seemed a little too free spirited, and now I've put
No,
a
it's not. I
roadblock
mean,
on it.
that's-
Don't hurt anybody else. You want to do heroin for the rest of your life? Cool, go do heroin. Don't sell it to anybody. And if you have kids, maybe you shouldn't, because they look up to you.
Once again, we're on that crooked path, man.
Damn it!
We're,
We just stopped talking
we're
about this.
spiraling and we're winding, and then we stop off on Depression Lane, and we're back to square one.
Rule number 7: if you have kids, you should not stray away from self-destructive behavior. Damn it!
How do they keep getting back
Yeah, I'm
here?
so close to that utopian society.
You be
and I'm
happy and
fucked.
do what inspires you, but just like he said, no, there's consequences for anything, and you've got to consider that. Good luck.
There are
Good luck to you.
consequences, and in the end, everything you do does actually affect somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point too. Think about other people. Don't just think about yourself. Don't be selfish. Think about what your actions are doing and the people around you, the world around you, people that look up to you, people that you're around on a day-to-day basis. I mean, that's partly why our society's so fucked up sometimes, is because people don't take responsibility for their actions and then they want to blame it on something else. It's your fault. You make your own decisions.
Yeah, don't ever blame your fucking problems on somebody else, man. They're your fault.
Yeah.
That's your issue. Deal with it.
Deal with it. Say deal with it.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah.
Don't mock me, you
I'm
prick.
mocking you. Sort of.
See, that's the problem.
The problem is you.
No, the problem is you're mocking me.
Look how upset
I
you
can
are.
solve that fucking problem right
Solve
now.
it. Solve it, big guy. That's what I
No,
thought.
that's-
See, look at you.
We're
You're
having
you're
podcasts.
spiraling.
Spiraling?
You're spiraling.
I'm spiraling?
Maybe spiraling.
Yeah, whatever. You can't even fucking talk right. Kanye West.
So basically, Evan, Mr. Inspiring Man, he's made fun of me, and then he's basically
go.
basically talked about how he's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
See, once again, think about someone else besides yourself, Evan. Think about me. I have feelings.
You were mocking me. You were
wasn't
hurting my
mocking you.
feelings,
I-
and I was about to teach you how to not do that.
I liked your accent. See, you just were thinking about something negative. I heard a little
You
accent.
imitated my accent poorly.
Well,
sounded
okay,
like
I'm
a
sorry.
little bitch.
I'm sorry
I took
that I
it as
couldn't
you
do
were
it.
mocking me.
Okay, I'm sorry you took it that direction. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
is
could have.
that my
We could have
fault now?
talked about it as
Is
adults.
that my fault?
I guess
you
so.
mock me, I'm supposed to hug you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could have at least discussed
It's like
it.
if you stab me in the stomach, I'm supposed to hug
Did
you.
I stab you in the stomach?
It felt like it.
Basically. Ten minutes in the closet, asshole. Go.
Oh, you're still on top. You're still the winner.
10 minutes in the closet.
See, I thought we were just joking, but now you're trying to put me into a fucking timeout.
Maybe I was going to put myself in a corner. You didn't let me finish.
Do you have a dunce cap?
No.
Well, go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Kanye Twitty.
Kanye Twitty?
Yeah.
Who's Kanye Twitty?
Kanye West. There's some meme on the internet that said, like, I can't stop loving myself, or something like that. It was a joke on a Kanye Twitty song, or a Conway Twitty song. I was trying to segue into Kanye West, the next subject, before we just sat here yelling at each other for the next 20 minutes.
We're gonna be survivors.
Chase, you and I are always going to be okay.
Bane is gonna keep us together.
Yeah, I love that.
I can hear her crying outside the door.
I'll tolerate anything to make sure
Wow.
she's okay and she has a good family unit.
You know what? Kanye West is he's a tough person for me. I've always been the person where I pick individuals and I'm like, as someone that really enjoys art and someone that's always really enjoyed music, which is everybody, and I know people are like, everyone loves music, Chase. I get that. I mean, I've always really enjoyed music, and back in the day, when Kanye West was within his first couple of albums, I really loved that guy, man. I really loved his music.
I didn't.
I did. I really did. Even today, like sometimes a song will come out and I'll be like, man, I really love that. And it makes it hard for me because I think his music is great and I appreciate his music and his art, but I despise him as an individual.
I hate his
Man, I despise him as an individual, man, because it's tough because maybe on a musical level, he really does still inspire people.
Disagree.
But I don't know that. You might disagree with that, but he might, in fact, inspire somebody on different levels. You know, there's a lot of people that love him for whatever stupid reason in your head. I can respect that. You know, maybe inspires you because of his journey and his passion and music. But he
got into a fucking car accident. Who gives a fuck about his journey? He made some stupid song.
It's different for everybody, man. It's different for everybody.
And they take pictures of him with his mouth stitched shut, and he's like, "Oh, poor me."
It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Him as a person and the things he does might inspire people on a different level. And I can take a step back and realize that even as someone who does not support him at all. I do not support this guy. For starters, once again, not trying to take it to a Christian level, but I hate that he compares himself to God. I cannot stand that. That pisses me off more than anything.
Are you talking about the song "I Am a God"?
No, I'm talking. He calls himself Jesus. Have you seen his recent album covers?
Lord, no.
He is ridiculous, and as someone that's
I've heard of the Yeezus
I cannot stand it. Even if you do not believe in God, just picture like someone putting themselves in that, like even comparing themselves to be this person. It's just like, how full of shit are you? Like, he's God. I cannot stand this man. He's so self-centered. And with somebody like that, even though he might inspire some people on some different levels, once again, trying to give him that benefit of the doubt, I think he could do so much more. I think he has the talent and he's got the publicity to make more of an impact and make a bigger difference on different levels, but he pisses it away because he's an egotistical asshole. He is an asshole, man, and he's just so self-absorbed about himself and everything that he does and his own life that he'll never be more than that. And to me, he won't ever make more of a difference that he can. And that, to me, that's sad. That sucks, man. That sucks because he is a powerful person. I mean, good news is bad news. If he does something bad or he does something good, you're going to see it. You're going to know it. You know that he exists. You know everything that he does. But he's just so full of crap, man.
Yeah.
I cannot stand it.
He thinks he's a god.
Yeah, basically.
And I'm sorry. This is not a matter.
You're not sorry.
No. This is not a matter of opinion. That song musically, take the lyrics out, is fucking terrible. Like, I am sorry. I don't think he is a talented musician at all.
Right.
I think
I get that.
songs are
I think that's
terrible.
a strong opinion, yeah.
It is a strong opinion. It's mine, and I want to take it home and fuck it so we can make little baby opinions. But he is terrible at music. So where does this... and I know it's a strong opinion, and I realize that I'm insulting basically half of the population of America.
Hey, it is what it is. That's your
fuck
opinion.
You.
Yeah.
But the hubris and the arrogance, what have you done with your life, Evan? I think I've done more creative things in jerking off than he's ever done. It's not creative. It all sounds like shit. And I think it's a sign of where we as a society are going creatively and artistically.
Guess what? I'm not going to make fun of you for that.
Well, you're a better friend than me.
And
you know what? I corrected myself. You just keep fucking going. Like, nothing happened. I know how to talk. I know what emaciated means. I went there, didn't I? Oh, man, his cute little eyes got so wide. That's something from the past, ladies and gentlemen. I love you too, Bane. You get over here and fuck my foot, Sugar Plum. She's
not coming in here.
Oh, yeah. I already forgot I kicked her out.
You did. You let her in and then you kicked her out.
I know.
Out of your heart.
Is that it on Kanye?
I mean, it is what it is.
Man.
It is what it is.
Well, I guess we can spend the rest of this wonderful episode. I got some Would You Rathers pulled up.
Yeah.
Although I wish we could call upon a friend of mine. I'll just call her Pixie right now, but she's this adorable creature, and I love her to death, and she always has the best. Like, would you rather get your arm torn off by a gorilla or get your leg eaten
sweet.
by a bear? She's a doll face.
Okay, so what's the first one? What do we got?
This is stupid.
Yeah, some of them are really dumb.
Take a European sightseeing vacation.
Okay, stop. Done. I would rather not do any of that. That sounds like crap. No, my friend, I was talking to him earlier, and I'll bring him up for the sake of the fact that he's the one that...
Oh, here's a good one. Would you rather legally change your last name to Hitler or never eat chocolate again? That's actually fun for me. I might do Hitler.
I think I would definitely do Hitler. I really like chocolate.
I really
I'll
like
be like, what's up? I'm Chase Hitler. I don't care.
I mean, you really telling me that the Hitler line ended with Hitler? Everybody was like, fuck that, I'm changing his last
I'd
name.
be like, Chase Hitler, and I'd be saying it with a mouthful of chocolate.
Yeah.
Like, zero shame. Eating chocolate cake in front of you. Yeah, Chase Hitler. Hitler.
With a fucking sugar coating of chocolate on
absolutely.
top, bitch.
I had a friend that said, Fuentes, I don't care to name him, he doesn't care. He said, would you, and this is basic, like, would you rather go a life without pizza, or would you rather go a life without hamburgers? And it seems so simple, but I really,
No, that's not
I froze.
simple question
I
at all.
froze.
Yeah, that's
I
a
froze.
very difficult
I sat
question.
there for a second, and I was really having to dig deep. And then, for me, of course, like, the reality came into, like, for pizza trumps all. Pizza trumps all. I cannot go without pizza. I love hamburgers, but I think I could sacrifice a hamburger.
I actually, health-wise, man, I think pizza's not nearly...
I don't care about my health.
Then start
Pizza.
smoking like me and be fucking real.
Pizza. I love pizza.
That's cool. Hey, it's your decision, man. I mean, and that's cool, because then I could always eat pizza with you. I think we get kind of tired of
Not unless you made the decision for hamburgers, I couldn't let you have any.
Are we both? Oh, okay, we're both making a decision.
Well, yeah, you can make a decision. This is your podcast, too.
Would you rather have no one show up to your wedding or your funeral?
Oh, I think I would rather... crap, that means I've had to... I think I would rather have no one... Oh, that's tough. I was going to say, I think I would rather have no one show up to my funeral rather than my wedding, only because, A, I'm already dead. 2, that means I would have invited people to my wedding and they didn't show up, opposed to my funeral. I don't invite anybody to. That's their personal choice. So maybe I just wouldn't have them show up to my funeral. I'm dead. It's over. Whatever.
I wouldn't have anybody show up to my wedding.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's between me and the other person.
Well, there you go.
I don't need to showboat it to anybody else.
It's not about showboating. I have a lot of people in my life that I really love, and I've already made the comment that some things in life are better when you can share it with people that you really care about. I think it's great if you want to take the time to go off and do your own thing as far as the wedding, because I completely agree with you. And I've got some friends that did that. They're like, I don't even care about people being there. It's not a spectacle. Let's go off and do our own thing because we love each other and let's get married. Yeah. And that's awesome. That's a personal choice. However, I, on the opposite end of that spectrum, I always thought I'd be the person that would end up eloping anyway. But that idea always stopped in its tracks because I've DJ'd 500 million weddings, and I'm like, you know what? I want a wedding where I can bring my friends and family, and we can all celebrate together, and it'll be a great time. So...
yeah,
I think that's why I get on the path.
Plus, I don't care about a funeral either. I think you're right on. If I'm dead, who gives a shit?
Dead. Close the box and drop me in the hole.
It's like you think about that. Like, who would? It's like a way. It's like a way of analyzing how you've lived your life. Like, who would show up to my funeral? But in the end, does it matter?
I mean,
you're dead.
Yeah, I guess that that's the thing is you're dead. I think it's the thought that stops people in their tracks. The thought of not feeling like you're important enough for someone to be there. So I think your conscience wants to be like, oh crap, I wouldn't want that. I would want to feel loved that people show up. But once again, if you can just go to the more realistic approach of you're dead, it's over. Don't worry about it. La-di-da. Move forward.
I've lived such a sporadic life. I think most people wouldn't even know for a while. So I wouldn't be that pissed off.
When they give Evan a call, he died a year and a half ago. Shit.
think Moosecock wouldn't even find out for a couple months. He'd be like, why won't you return my text, douchebag?
Man, it's crazy. All right, we're getting close to that time.
Would you rather find true love or win $10 million?
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna get sentimental. True love, man.
Absolutely
True love. You can't put a price on that, man.
Yep.
Can't put a price on that.
Yep.
That was too easy.
Yeah, it was.
That was way too easy.
We just exposed ourselves for the sensies that we are, man. Let's hug.
Let me see. Let's do one more. Would you rather be rich and ugly or poor and good looking?
Poor and good looking.
What's up? Yeah,
because you can get rich. You
Yeah,
got good
at least
looks.
you can feel good about yourself every day.
Yeah. If you're rich and ugly, you can still lose that money, and then you're poor and ugly, and then you're fucked.
Would you rather be stranded on an island alone or with someone you hate? Hate, loathe. Yeah, at least you still have company.
It's not a matter of company. It's
Yeah.
just I like passion. So if I could passionately kill that person or passionately even just glare at them, it would be better than passionately glaring at the fucking sand, which I hold no passion for. What about you? Hate?
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, I got caught up reading a few more. I was like, I want to get one more in.
How much time we got anyway?
We got literally like we should be like done now. We should be done now, but I really want to get one more in.
All right.
I really want to get one more in. I don't know what it would be. This one, I think they worded incorrect. I'm going to read it for how it sounds, and maybe I'm just not taking it in. Would you rather would you rather go about your normal day naked or fall asleep for a year?
Would you rather go about your normal day
Naked or fall asleep for a year?
naked
Yeah.
in a heartbeat?
Yeah, that's
Not a
kind of
very good one.
I guess it's
Dude, come
not.
on, go one more. Fuck.
Would you
losing.
rather be hairy all over or completely bald? Let's
over.
do a time trial. Like fire them out. Fire
Yeah,
them out.
hairy
Would you
all
rather
over.
forget who you were or who everyone else was?
Who everyone else?
Would you rather get caught singing in the mirror or spying on your crush?
Ooh. Spying on my crush.
Would you rather make headlines for saving somebody's life or winning a Nobel Prize? Go.
Nobel Prize.
Would you rather meet an alien visitor or travel to outer space?
Alien visitor.
Would you rather never use the internet again or never watch TV again?
Never watch TV again.
Would you rather not be alone to use your phone or your email?
Not be alone to use your phone or your email?
I think that's what it says. Would you rather never... Oh, excuse me. Would you rather never use the internet again or never watch TV again?
We already did that.
Did I?
Yeah, I said never watch TV.
Oh, excuse me. Let me keep moving. Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
Whisper. Or, yeah, definitely whisper. Shit,
Would you
I'm
rather
already
own a
loud.
ski lodge or a surf camp? That's kind of stupid.
Ski lodge.
Would you rather be in a dark and scary room for days all by yourself or be in a well-lit room alone with Michael Jackson?
I would totally rather be in a... I
That's so
love
stupid.
Michael Jackson. He's a fucking freak. I like
Man.
him.
All right, last one, and just only because we got to cut it off. Would you rather throw up every time you have an orgasm, or have your genitals look and smell like rotten eggs?
Damn, man. That's a tough one.
That I think is a perfect one to end on.
Okay, if I'm gonna go on a spree of having meaningless sex with strangers, definitely throw up.
I think I would go for
but
the
then
throw. I don't know if I could deal with the
if I was
smell.
gonna have sex with someone
that would be
I
so
loved,
embarrassing.
well, they could like put some cigarette, like unused cigarette butts up their nose, like the fucking World War II guys did when there was
Yeah.
dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
And I guess that would work. So
Yeah.
It's a
I'd
tough
go with a
question.
throw up. I'd be like, hey, listen, this is gonna happen.
You can also aim.
At least
you
my
can do
dick
doggy
doesn't smell like
style.
rotten
You can
eggs.
fuck doggy style and then just throw up on her back or just off to the side. Like,
Don't worry, I'm gonna get you a towel. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
That's a good one to end on. Cool, man. Good
Yeah.
speed round. Awesome.
Woo!
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for tuning in with myself, HB, and Buckethead over here.
Yeah, the Chase Fancies. Here
The
they
Chase
come.
Fancies, absolutely.
Here they come.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Definitely keep on sending us new information, new material through the website and also through Facebook. Whatever you've got, I'll take it any way I can get it. That sounded bad.
No, it didn't.
I'll take it any way I can get it. There,
He
I
will.
said it.
He
yeah,
will.
send it our way, guys. Hope you have a great week, and don't forget to subscribe through iTunes. Check out our website, and continue to follow us. We'd love to talk
Like,
about your
share,
topics.
comment.
There's the Evan.
Please tell me I'm pretty.
Tell me if it, Tony's pretty. Tony's
Yeah.
pretty. Tony
And
is pretty.
handsome, sexy voice, whatever.
All right, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great week. Until next time, holla balla. See you later.
Bye.
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 Bye. Say it like you mean it.
Bye.
My God. I'd be ready to leave. It's over. Thank God.
Yeah.
It's done.
Scare these motherfuckers away.
Screw that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't need that in my life.
Bang! Get in here, you dirty bitch.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.